Don't give in to the little kids when they ask for the phone. Like, let them experience the outdoors. I've had a cousin who's really little, and we showed him a pine cone, and he was born during 2020, so he didn't really get out much. And my grandma was like, "Look, a pine cone," and he screamed. He was like, "Ah!" I've never seen a little kid scream at a pine cone. And that just like it just shows how like the future generations are gonna be if we continue like this. I feel like you will be more mature if you like don't have phones, because in real life I feel like you can just learn about a lot of stuff other than being on devices and playing games.
I feel like parents should monitor more like what their kids are doing and like set a specific rules of how much they can play it per day. Because if they're doing it too much, it gets like it starts to be worrying.
For the younger kids, the parents should handle and like look through what they're seeing, because sometimes kids watch things they shouldn't, or like they're doing things they shouldn't be doing.
I feel like technology is a blessing but a curse at the same time. It's really just a double-edged sword. Like, yes, I get how like technology can be used to communicate with other people, but at the same time, a lot of people don't use it just for that and they abuse that. Especially since like there's a lot of younger kids online nowadays. So I think like just having like a good way to monitor it is really important. And I feel like it's not just on like the tech companies to monitor like what people do on their apps, but also people should not only monitor their children but also themselves and just hold themselves accountable.
It should already be accepted that everyone is going to use technology, whether it be right now or in the future, as more companies are becoming digitalized. And in regarding that, I feel like that attention should be placed towards digital hygiene and cybersecurity overall.
Adapt as the change comes, but to recognize that you don't always have to understand everything for it to still be beneficial. Acknowledge the fact that you don't need to be directly involved for it to be beneficial.
At some point, kids like they're like curious, so they want to see how things work. And technology, you could like take them apart and put it back together, and they learn how to do that stuff. So at some point, technology does help growing up, but sometimes, como, do you know Spanish? Se pasan a veces como, like for those that don't speak Spanish, they like go overboard,
I feel like if you tell kids, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, it's gonna end up worse in the end.
I wish that they wouldn't just blame everything on technology and more like on me. For example, like sometimes my grades will slip up in a class and my mom will automatically just blame it on the technology around me and on my phone. But if you really check what I've been doing, it has nothing to do with my phone or like playing video games.
Okay, when I was younger, I did have rules like on like a certain time. But I feel like now with my younger siblings, my parents are more lenient on that. I feel like they give them more time for them. Like they choose when they want to stop. And they don't really do anything about it until they go to sleep. And that's it.